Thank you, Presiding Officer. I promise not to sing tonight. Can I start by paying tribute to the limitless dedication of the volunteers and campaigners that make Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month happen. Again, we're missing the sea of purple in our gallery, but I know that they are with us tonight. 2017 was the first time this debate was brought to the Parliament, and as I pause to reflect on what has changed, Presiding Officer, I can say that I have more speakers from my own benches than we had in that whole debate in 2017. And that is testament to the efforts of everyone who works to get pancreatic cancer in the political spotlight. And I genuinely thank every one of my colleagues across the chamber tonight who will take part in the debate, and I look forward to their contributions. Tonight, I want to talk about optimism. And that's not something we normally associate with this cancer. But first, let me outline some of the key statistics which show the need for action. Pancreatic cancer is the least survivable common cancer in Scotland. Only 1 in 4 people diagnosed with pancreatic cancer survive beyond a year. The 5-year survival rate is only 5.6%. Just compare that to the 5-year rate of 69% for other common types of cancer. And 7 in 10 people with pancreatic cancer will never receive any treatment. They will move straight to palliative care, and only 1 in 10 will receive surgery. Each November, we emphasise the importance of early diagnosis and intervention. Yet in Scotland, recent surveys show 55% of people know almost nothing about the disease, and 73% can't name a single symptom. So let's work to correct that. Symptoms to look for are abdominal pain that can spread to the back, unexplained weight loss and loss of appetite, new diabetes without weight gain, a yellowing of the skin or the eyes and itchy, and a change in bowel habits, including indigestion that doesn't respond to treatment, or smelly peel or floating stools. Figures around pancreatic cancer have remained static for 50 years. I've said that in every debate we've had since 2017, but do we really take what that means on board? I was recently reading about Succession star and National Treasure Brian Cox, who I met in this Parliament at an event. His autobiography, he talks about his being pushed into acting largely because of the trauma he had felt after his father, Charlie, passed away from pancreatic cancer just 3 weeks after his diagnosis. And when we think of the span of Brian Cox's life and career and that body of work, and then his experience, devastating as it was, is so redolent of the many patients and families experiencing the diagnosis of pancreatic cancer and those who have shared it with me. And today in Scotland, 50 years after his family experienced this, another family could be hearing the same devastating news and face losing a loved one within a matter of weeks. And that's why we're all here tonight. So what about that case for optimism? Where can we look for change? And we must remember that with earlier diagnosis, pancreatic cancer can be survived. For those diagnosed in time for potentially life-saving surgery, a 5-year survival increases to around 30%. Early diagnosis, intervention and holistic care can mean people can live longer and enjoy a better quality of life. And there are initiatives across the country working to raise awareness of this disease. In the summer, I was pleased to take part in the Big Step Forward, and wearing my medal today, organised by Pancreatic Cancer. And I had a walk around Strathclyde Park, accompanied by Kim Rowan, who's a formidable campaigner on this area, Dawn from Pancreatic Cancer, and Julia Stachuska, my assistant, and Mulak the dog. And I have to say, if you want to raise awareness of an issue, you can wear all the T-shirts you want in the world. If you take a dog on a walk with you, you're going to get people asking what's happening. Thousands of people took part in this initiative. An amazing £248,786 was raised for world-leading research into pancreatic cancer. I also attended the fabulous production of Islets of Silence, The C Word, a play written and directed by Isabel Barrett, and it was heartwarming, difficult, but laced with purpose and hope. Most importantly, with the help of Pancreatic Cancer Action Scotland, the play is taking awareness right into our local communities. And they are also hosting outside the Parliament the PanCan van, which takes the message about pancreatic cancer awareness into our communities. They go to events, they go into our town centres and explain to people about how to look out for the symptoms of this cancer. They're here tomorrow outside the Parliament. I would encourage all my colleagues to visit the PanCan van. I also must mention the indomitable Linda Murray, whose advocacy for this cause cannot be overstated. The death of her father, William Begley, has inspired us to campaign relentlessly for a patient pathway that will give people a chance her father didn't have. And this summer she linked me in with the SHPBN, Hepatocellular Carcinoma and Pancreatic Cancer Patient Pathways Improvement Project. So wish me luck with this. I'm going to have to say that again. So the Scottish Hepato-Pancreato-Biliary Network aims to ensure equity in care for patients throughout Scotland with cancer of liver, pancreas, gallbladder and biliary tree. The Scottish Government has awarded funding of £653,000 to this new SHPBN project to help streamline and shorten the staging phase and simultaneously enhance patient care and support through communication. And I thank all of the clinicians involved in this, and pay particular mention to Ross Carter and Anya Adair for their work. Despite the grim statistics we encounter, there is a well of innovation around pancreatic cancer. And I know we're really busy tonight, Presiding Officer. I could go on about the precision panc areas, but I know from the people who are in the chamber this evening that these areas will be covered by my colleagues. Final ask to the Minister this evening is to look at the stereotactic ablative radiotherapy, SABR, for treating locally advanced pancreatic care that's being piloted in England at the moment, and ask that the government have a look with interest to the success of that project as another way of fighting this cancer. So continued investment, training, research and cultural shifts to holistic care are vital if we're to overcome pancreatic cancer, and I hope that one day this annual debate will not need to take place, and people and families affected by pancreatic cancer can look back to this as a time of change. Thank you, Presiding Officer.